YouTube. 50 plus here. Yeah, I went 100 and almost 30 miles. And I mean, 130 hours. My head is spinning right now. So we're supposed to do with a mentor 200 hours. I got to 130, and I'm back at home. I'm back at home. Um, the reason I'm back at home is because my mentor, he's got to take care of his family. He had some family issues pop up, and his wife had to have a procedure done, and he needed to be home for that. So um, we had to take some time off. So I get to be home while he's doing that. So we're going to talk about some of the perks when you drive trucks. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, and what it takes to get to that perk. All right. So what happened was um, we were in at the Swift terminal in California, and well, actually, we weren't in California yet. We went to Lancaster, and we picked up a empty trailer. Empty. There's so much freight going out of California. They had us drive a empty trailer all the way to California. Go to California, drop off an empty trailer, and pick up a loaded trailer out of California and take it to. I think we had to take it to near New York, but we ended up T-calling that load in Memphis, Tennessee. Look, hey man, if y'all going to school in Memphis, I'm gonna talk to you about that, man. I've been bragging about, and for my, coverage here. I was speaking of the personnel and how the school was run. Corsicana was the bomb. I'll give them 10 stars. 9.5 after I went to Memphis. Man, they banging. Now, that's a big terminal, okay? It's a big terminal. So if you drive to Corsicana, it's a small little place where just basically holds a school and a body shop and mechanic shop. So if you're in that area and you have issue with your truck, you can go to Corsicana, and they can kind of patch you up, get you on down the road. But it's basically set up to be a school, and the parking lot, or not the parking lot, but the entire lot where you're doing all your practice driving and stuff, your backing and all that stuff. It's like shell ground and crushed shell, so it's it's kind of bumpy. So it what happens if you jump a clutch, the tires and dig holes. So kind of bumpy and stuff out there. It's not the greatest of area in Corsicana to actual drive on, but they got a lot of trucks for you to work with, so you're not standing around. And the instructions was, boop, there it is, friggin' 10 stars. I got to give them 9.5 now, because at Memphis, if you go up to school in there, bro, they got they shit. It's laid out, man. It's laid out, and those guys out there practicing parallel and offset and shit. And I'm thinking they can actually see lines. We had cones. They got lines just like you do the DMV test. I mean, there's cones set up, but they got lines and they can see them. Them jokers are painted out perfect. That's a damn good ass place to go do your schooling. And actually, that's also where you go to swap out trucks. So if you got a new, if they're switching to a new truck, you go to Memphis, and they got that shit laid out for you to be able to switch your shit from one truck to the next one. They got this little ramp thing where you can just walk from one door. You back one truck in and you head the other one in so the doors are open, and you just walk back and forth in this little bit. That's pretty cool, man. They got the shit straight. Now I might be saying stuff and you guys are going, "Come on, 50, that shit been around for years." I don't know that. I'm new. I don't know that. All I know is banging. They got their shit straight. I like that. Okay? Now, back to why I'm home with 130 hours short of my 200 that I need to finish. Okay, so um, uh, we already knew that his wife was going to have this procedure done. So what he did was make a request to have home time for a specific day, and rather than them sending him little short runs in the area so that he'll be here, um, he rolls, man. And this is a perk for actually putting miles on your freaking truck instead of running and then I got to be home 3 days, running 5 days, be home for 2 days, running 10 days, be home for 1 day. I mean, come on. We've been running, okay? So what they did was sent us to California. Then we went from California to Memphis, and then we went from Memphis to back to Lancaster, and we did that shit in 2 days. Boom, banged it out, banged it out. If you roll in and that company knows that you can get it done, then they're going to give you more work. They're going to give you the miles because you can get them done. They know that their shit ain't going to be late. We end up calling most of our shit because we there, a day, 2 days. The shipment from California that we dropped off in Memphis, we needed to take it to New York. We would have been there. Not quite New York, but that way, okay? It wasn't quite New York, so I don't want to lie to you. It wasn't New York. It was close there, but no, it wasn't. It was Atlanta. It was supposed to go to Atlanta, Georgia, okay? So we ended up calling in Memphis because we was going to be there. We would have been there today, and that shit ain't due until Thursday. Boom. So we were able to drop it and then go back to Lancaster. Yeah, Lancaster, and then we left the truck and trailer there, and then he headed to his house, and I drove to my house. And we keep your car as a terminal, so when that happens, you can just boom on, right? So let me tell you what happened on our way to from California. He got a phone call, and his cousin was sick, and we really paced it out to get home on Sunday, which would have gave me 2 more extra days of driving. Okay, and he got a phone call that his cousin wasn't doing very well, and that he wanted to, say his last goodbyes. He'd better, go ahead and get there. So shit, we dropped in 10th gear, and they pulled out of 10th gear for a minute. We was rolling, and we got we had to get to Amarillo so he could, see you on the other side, and we got into the tip of Mexico, New Mexico, and Texas when he got the phone call. driving 65 just wasn't fast enough. We go when it's our time, and because his cousin was, um, ready to go, he was gone. So um, we went ahead and drove, right to Lancaster. So I'm here 2 days before we thought it was going to be. But it worked out, man, because we bust a lot of miles. So when things happen in your family, in your life, and you're working for Swift Transportation, and I'm not saying the other companies don't do it. I don't work for any other company. It's the first truck company I've ever worked for, so I don't know. I'm not saying that other companies don't do it. I'm telling you that Swift does. If you have issues, you need to get to the house, they're gonna route you back to the house, and it's up to you to get there safely and as quickly as you can. And so now we're gonna be here for a few days, because after the procedure with his wife, he's gonna do the homegoing ceremony for his cousin, and that's gonna put us uh, 2 days away from Thanksgiving. So it's a toss up if we're going to leave out and miss Thanksgiving, or stay home for Thanksgiving and leave out on Friday. Um, so whatever is going to happen, we're going to bang it. And my goal was, man, that's a shiny spot on my forehead from the lighting. I'm trying to make a video that doesn't make this all look like a big dark spot in the background. Okay, because the lighting ain't all that. Okay, so mainly what I want you guys to know is that if you are driving and you are out on the road and some things go on with your family, they're gonna work with you. You can always T-call a load, meaning you can go to a drop location, and then you can drop the trailer, and you can bobtail if it's a dire emergency, or fly back, or whatever was going to happen. Or ideally, you would drop that trailer, pick up another load that's heading where you need to go, and make things happen. But you have to be a reliable employee and a reliable source, so they know that when they need to make a change to help you out, that it's gonna, you're not just gonna screw the job up. You're gonna actually get there and keep your head on. If you can do that, you're gonna be just fine, and they're gonna work with you. So that's what happened with us this week, and I'm really happy that Swift does that for their employees. So we're at 13 minutes, and following this video, I'm gonna make other ones. Okay, this one is just about home, getting home if you need it, that sort of stuff. Um, um, I'm gonna make some videos and answer some questions that a few of you guys left for me. That's gonna be in the next video. All I'm gonna do is upload this one and drink some more coffee, and then I'm going to get right on the next ones. They're going to be about the money, number one, which is number one in most of our eyeballs, and the package that you can purchase from Swift when you are done with orientation and you're about to get on the road. One of my subscribers wanted to know what was in that package, and just the odd and ends and stuff about it. So I've got mine. I took it off the truck and I brought it home, with the exception of a couple of items that I just wasn't going to bring them. I left them on the truck. So that's what the next video is going to be about, and I'm going to do it right away as soon as this one finishes uploading. I'll start working on the next one. As usual, guys, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you shortly.